It's so exciting, but it's finally time for another trip. I'm not gonna say vacation because there's a lot of stuff to do. It's not gonna be relaxing at all, but it is going to be fun, and I plan on doing like full-on glam looks like most of the time. So here's what I'm gonna bring in my makeup case. And I mean, this is my makeup case that I like. If I'm doing full-on glam, like I need just a little bit of everything, this is what I'm taking. It's not like my minimalistic makeup bag or anything at all, but I do plan on doing a lot of very full glam looks and possibly makeup on some other family members. So here's just what I have. Now, it's gonna be a very hot trip. We're gonna be outdoors a lot, so I need to look like full glam in the heat. And I will be doing a tutorial on how I do that makeup, and I plan on filming like updates throughout the day. And I actually plan on wearing like my first makeup look for a very, very long time. So if you wanna see that, subscribe, because it's gonna be uploaded here on YouTube first, and then I'm gonna upload extra stuff on my social media later. But I promise you it's gonna be worth looking at because I'm going in super hot and humid weather, and I can promise you my makeup's gonna look flawless. God willing. Okay, but first, this case. I've actually had this case for like, oh gosh, 7 years? Maybe more. This is the Relevel case, and my Pro makeup case is actually like the biggest version of this. So this is just a trusty case, and I absolutely love it. This one, I mean, it has a different structure than my Pro kit, but it holds a lot, and it has different dividers in here, and you can really just change it up. But I guess I'll start with my, no, I'll do brushes later. Okay, I'll start off, oh my gosh, there's actually like, this isn't well organized. I just have everything just kind of jam-packed in here because I wanted to have options. But I guess I can start off with my eyeshadow palettes I've chosen for this trip. I changed my mind. We're gonna go in order of application. I just took some stuff out. But first up, sunscreen. I do plan on being outdoors a lot, so I will be applying a sunscreen. But of course, most formulations don't really work that well under makeup, but I find like this one does sit pretty well under makeup. This is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Face Serum Sunscreen SPF 60, and it's a nice smaller bottle, and it won't leak because the top you twist to lock it, so it's a bit more secure. And this one is pretty lightweight. Is it completely like not greasy? No. This still has some grease to it, but I mean, it kind of meshes everything in, and I can use this with the foundations I chose if I want to make it thinner or lighter, like a tint. So like I'd have this on, let it sit, like actually let it get to its protection, and then I'll mix it in and just apply it on top. But the foundation I chose, it was so hard to pick a foundation because I tried one today and I don't like how it wore, especially in the heat, because I was out doing a lot of stuff. I do have a lot of powder on my face. I put that on right before filming, so ignore my face. It's probably a little crazy looking on camera, but I absolutely love this combo. Now, when it comes to longwear makeup, matte is just the way to go. I was going to take my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundations, but I haven't depowdered those yet. And they're heavier than these. And I feel like I save more space with these, so that's the reason I have these instead of my Double Wear ones. But my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundations are amazing, and I love them. Now, the reason I chose to take two is because I'm kind of tan right now. And I do plan on getting tanner just throughout this trip, and one foundation just doesn't work for me. So I take one that's like a tanner version of me, and then something that is just like straight up my foundation shade, so I can mix them up each day based on how my skin is just looking that day. But I have the Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation in 118 light beige. This is my shade when I don't have a tan. And then this is a Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, the matte version in golden beige. And this one is like, it's so perfect to mix in. You want to make sure your deeper shade is actually something that like you look tan. Like if you don't get like reddish undertones when you're tanner, and you get a foundation that has more reddish tone, it's gonna look weird, I promise. So I always just carry two foundations, especially during the summer months if I just want to do my full-on glam makeup. Okay, next up, concealers. I have two again. Okay, so this is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade, gosh, this is tiny. light sand. Okay, this one actually isn't like, this one is actually like ever so slightly deeper than me, but it has like a nice peachiness to it, so it'll kind of help correct the blueness that get under my eyes. My dark circles have been like horrible recently, and that's my own fault, honestly, but I have really thin skin under my eyes, and you can straight up see the veins. You can trace them on my face if you wanted to, but this one is like a nice orange tone, so it can kind of really balance that out. But it's not too orange where I have to use something else on top to make it look a little bit more skin tone like. So this one is just a perfect, I can just kind of have this on concealer. Now I have my concealer here for brightening for like my really dramatic looks, but I have the L'Oreal Infallible Wear Concealer. Oh, yeah, in 345 Oatmeal. This one is just a nice brightening shade, and it really sits on top of like most, if not all, foundations I've tried with it. So that's a really versatile one. I only brought one cream bronzer product, but well, this is actually technically a contour, but it's a nice neutral shade, so I can double it up as a bronzer and contour. But this is the Kiko Milano Sculpting Touch Creamy Stick Contour in the shade 201. I don't see a name here, but I love this. This is like Makeup by Mario, like that one. I love the soft sculpt shaping stick, but I like that this one is slightly cooler tone because I do, you know, the more dramatic looks. I can create so much depth with this. And like, I don't know, this one I just feel like it just melts into the skin a little bit more. This one is a little bit more emollient than the Makeup by Mario one. I absolutely love both. And actually the finish of the Makeup by Mario, I usually do prefer, but this one just melts in a lot faster. I don't know about faster. It just looks so, it just melts in so much easier. I really do like this one. I love both, but this one I have just been reaching for a little bit more these days. And so I am taking this one. Next up, cream blush. So I don't have like just a solid, like a single cream blush to take with me, but I've been loving the Patrick Ta blush duos. And the one I am taking this time is She Goes to the Gym. You know, I can use this cream blush and then use like a setting powder on top if I want to go for like a lighter look, but I do have like another like in-between product that I can also use with this, so it'll give me a little bit more variety. But this is just one of my favorite, like this is my favorite blush from Patrick Ta. And I don't know, is this my #1 blush in general? I think it is, honestly, yeah. This I love. I love that it's slightly different in tone, so I can really, like, I can just use this or just use this. And I have like another thing here that will give me even more variety, but I actually tried this out today and I love it. But this is the NYX, did I get it dirty? Buttermelt Bronzer in the shade Buttercup. I think this is like their second to lightest, if not lightest shade. So this doesn't work as a bronzer for me. This is a nice blonzer. Now, a lot of blonzers that I keep hearing about appear so orange on me, and like people with olive undertones like me, like my brown skin girlies, anyone with olive skin tone. So a lot of the like matte copper tone is being considered a blonzer and everything, but it looks so orange on me. But this is like a nice, soft, like peachy tone. But I can bronze with this. I don't want to bronze with it because it is a little bit too light for me for that, but it's just so beautiful. Now, when there's so many baked blushes that I kind of wish had this like sheen of a finish, like when it's on the skin, this is what I wish a lot of baked blushes were. But I really do love this as like a blush shade, not really necessarily as a bronzer, but because, you know, I have like a deeper pink here, I can also use this as like a softer peachy tone. I can also layer, but this is just so beautiful. Try this out as a blush and let me know your thoughts, especially if you're olive undertones, because this is like, it's just so beautiful on olive skin. Like I hate when something pulls super orange, and this doesn't do that, and I absolutely love it. Now, next up, my bronzer. This one was really hard to pick. I have so many favorite ones. I was about to take my Air Mask one, but I'm also kind of like scared to travel with that one. I don't want to break it. But a close second is the Haus Labs bronzer, and I have the shade Terrasol Light Medium. It's a nice deeper shade, and I had layered. Do I have this one on today? I don't think so. These two, like this blended into this, would be so beautiful, and I'm super excited to try that combo out on the trip. I know like on vacation is probably not the best time to try a product, but I love both of these, and I don't see why there would be a problem of either of these being put together. But Okay, next up are my powders. So my powder blush, I'm just gonna use the Patrick Charlotte bronzer over there, but I couldn't pick one setting powder because I absolutely love both of these immensely and for different reasons. So, okay, so surprisingly, I'm not taking my Laura Mercier one. That one has just always been a travel staple for me, but I found something that has even better, like, okay, let me just get into it. About Face. This setting powder, this is the Curtain Call Set and Smooth Loose Powder, and I have the shade Veil. This one actually is slightly deeper. I am going to be grabbing the lightest one because this is the second to last one. It's, you know, it's not brightening on me, but it's such a beautiful, like, just like me color. Oh my gosh, when you put this on, like, okay, most setting powders are going to look like a filter because it's mattifying. That's what it's supposed to do. It's hard to find a setting powder that doesn't do that, honestly, but this, when you put it on, like, it literally, like, in real life, you can hold up a mirror, like, right up to your face right here. You're not gonna see, like, any texture, anything. I don't know how it does it. There has to be some magic or something in this formula. It's so, so amazing. And this is like a nice mid-range price. It's not the most affordable, but it's not that expensive either. I think this is $21 at Ulta. I love this. It's just, oh, and the packaging is more travel friendly. I mean, it's bulky. I'm not gonna lie. The packaging is kind of bulky because, like, why is the lid like this? I mean, I guess. But it has like the net sieve, which I actually do like the net sieve. I know some people don't really like net sieves, but it lets me get like the right amount of product because you really don't need that much here. But because the lid has like this thing here, it holds everything in together and it doesn't look like a crazy mess, because this has been flipping around in this bag and you guys saw it wasn't that messy. My favorite overall like setting powder for like long wear and keeping everything matte is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus loose setting powder, and I have the shade Translucent. This one really, really does keep your face matte for a really long time, and it doesn't dry the skin under your eyes or anything, or wherever you pack it on, because I've noticed with a lot of setting powders, I do get so much tightness under my eyes, and I just don't like that feeling. Even when I do reapply like my sunscreen and stuff like that on top, I really do hate that. So, but this is one that doesn't do that, surprisingly. I have really dry skin, but this one, beautiful. It has that blurring effect. It's really, really nice. The About Face one is even prettier. I mean, they're both really close, but this one lasts. The About One Face doesn't last as long as this one, but this one is like hardcore. Like, this is something I'm gonna be using like if I have to wear, like if I'm doing a full-on glam look in the morning and I do plan on wearing it the entire day and I'm going outdoors in the heat and everything, this is the one I'm gonna be wearing. But when I have like my more dressier events and I just want to look like a filter in real life, About Face. So I couldn't pick, I'm taking both. I made the room for it, so it's fine. So I have my Kiss lashes, the Royal Silk ones. I just have them in this case. That's all. I try to remove as much packaging as I can so I have much more room here, but it's just been my go-to lash, and I don't plan on wearing lashes every single day. So I do have a mascara, and I did try this out today. I might swap this out. I mean, yeah, I think I'll just keep this, but this is the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I've actually never tried tubing mascara, and I don't know how this is going to remove. Honestly, if this is a pain in the butt to remove, I'm not going to take this. I need everything to remove at night easily with like a makeup wipe, so let's see. But I do like that this curls my lashes. Like, I don't like to use a curler when I do mascara, but when I just pass over my lashes like a lot, and it really did help hold a curl, and it did clump quite a bit, like if I played with it too much. But on this side I played with a little less, and it does look really nice. So I like this. I'll probably keep this on hand, and I'll be grabbing a L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Mascara, my favorite one. I haven't been able to go to the store, so I'm doing that tomorrow, and I'm just gonna like throw it in here later. But that one is my favorite mascara, so I will have that on hand. And my lash glue, I'm actually taking the AOA Super Strip Lash Adhesive, and I have the clear one. It's just more forgiving to have a clear lash glue, and this one actually holds really, really well. So taking this, and it's $1, so you can't beat that. Okay, and then I have a brow gel. I don't really I don't really use brow gels too often, but when I do my full-on glam looks, I have to make sure my hairs, especially here, are locked in, because for some reason they'll just start doing like random flips here and there when I don't want them to, especially in random photos. So this one is a really nice one, but this is the Kosas Air Brow Clear Lifting Treatment Gel. I don't know what it means by treating, but it works. It really does hold the hairs in place. Is it something that's gonna like laminate to your skin or anything? No, it's a nice holding one. It's like a hair gel. It's really nice though. Okay, I guess I'll get into my tools. I think that's all for like my makeup and cosmetic stuff. But I have my color changing brush cleaner thing. The brand is Fi Lime. It's a brush color remover. And this is so fantastic for switching in between shades. And it really truly does get everything off. Of course, it's not going to sanitize anything, but these are just like my personal makeup brushes. So this is fine for me and it works well. Now this actually, I don't need to keep in here and it probably gives me a little bit more room, but it's fine. I'm glad it's in here, but it's my nails. I went ahead and did like press-ons. These are actually longer than I normally go for, but I mean, it's fine. I always do like neutral nails, but I kind of like the cat eye like effect it has. So it's something a little different, but I like this. But these are from Nail Reformation. These are my favorite press-ons. Well, these and the BT Art Box gel nails. I just didn't feel like gel curing my fingertips, so I just used the nail glue in this one. But this is just, yeah, Nail Reformation. I got it from TJ Maxx for 10 bucks. I have a lot of these. They're fantastic. If you're looking for a really good press-on brand, this one is good. And I use the glue that comes in here and it lasts a really long time. Honestly, I haven't tried like the ones that go viral nowadays because I haven't been able to find it because it's gone viral. But the glue in here is actually fantastic. Don't sleep on the glue here because I did the entire manicure from here minus like the cuticle remover and everything that like the nail prep that I do. Really easy and it lasts. So especially like when I get super busy before a trip, hence me doing a lot of stuff these past couple of nights just to get ahead. But I mean, this was still a lot faster than going to a nail salon and getting my nails done. You know, I was able to like watch a movie and just kind of like have me time. So it was nice. Okay, and then my setting spray. I guess this was makeup. I probably should have included it. But this is the Milani Make It Last Original. It's a nice one. I mean, it's solid. It's popular for a reason and it works well. Now, when I do like my full-on, I need my makeup to last super long makeup looks, I will apply this in between steps. And I will do a future video on that, like exactly how to do that. And you guys are gonna see. I'm gonna show proof that my makeup lasts in extreme heat. Oops. Okay. Next up is just this hair tie. It really grips onto the hair really well. A lot of hair, like scrunchies don't hold my hair up. I have like my hair is just really heavy. And you know, my hair's thickness is back after like postpartum hair loss, but you know, it's back here, but it does weigh a lot. These are one of the very few hair ties that actually hold my hair up. It's either this or a claw clip, and the claw clip is just going to be clipped onto my bag over there. But you know, good to have some on in here. And then same thing with these cotton rounds. Okay, these puffs, these triangle puffs, I have to have these like with setting powders, you have to use them. Like it's not the same underneath the eyes and everything with the brush. Just trust me, these. And you don't need to buy expensive ones. I know there are some nice ones from like Huda Beauty, things like that. I mean, you don't need to. I bought like a giant pack of these from TJ Maxx for like, what, $6.99? And I got like, what, like 20 of them? So make sure it's just like the velvet kind and not like a sponge. Like it's, I mean, there's like foam inside, but make sure it's actually like plush. And that's all. I mean, it's a really nice one. Okay. Next to face brushes, I have been loving like my dual-ended brushes, but it didn't really sit in the pockets of my makeup case here. But I really do like these, and I probably should have cleaned these. Oh well, I'm using these for my own personal use. But the Makeup by Mario F4 brush. No words. It's a fantastic brush. If you're thinking about getting it, just get it. I use this side for foundation, this side for my cream contours typically. And then I have the Japanesque. I don't even know what this is. I tried to look it up. I couldn't find it. I don't even know when I bought this, honestly. But it's a nice dual-ended brush. And it has this side for my bronzer. And then this actually used like highlight on one side and then blush on the other. Really nice. And this is a stiffer brush. And I do like that because it gives me like I can pack my makeup right where I want it. But you know, it still has like a nice fit of like it's not as dense as you think. So it does disperse the makeup nicely. It's just because the strands itself are firm, it just gives you more precision. Now for my other face brushes, I have my concealer brush, and this is from the brand Tio Y'all. I've talked about these in a past video, but the shape really reminds me of the Makeup by Mario F4 brush. These are more dense. It does come with a foundation one. It is more dense. It's not like a complete dupe of this, but they're still fantastic. And I got a set of 3. And actually in the past I mentioned it was $10. It's actually $6.99 for 3 of them. So get these while they're still at price, because I feel like once people realize how good these are, they're gonna hike the price up. But I love this for my concealer, the smallest one, and then I use the medium size for my cream blush, and it's actually a really nice brush. And then I have a angled like flat brush for my cream contour for my nose, and this is the AOA Studio E111 brush, and it's a really nice brush. And you know, I can easily like blend my cream contour out with this. Like I won't have to use like another brush to blend it into the rest of my face. And then the AOA Studio E121 brush for the powder contour for my nose. So just to top it off for extra definition. Honestly, I haven't been using it that much anymore, but because I am planning on doing like full-on glam looks, I probably will be using that. So I did bring that. And then I have my 5 like most used eye makeup brushes right now. And these 2 are from Sephora. This one just says crease on it. It's a nice fluffy brush. And then this one says shadow. It's like it has a nice bit of fluff, so you can still blend it out, but like not take it too far where it looks muddy. And it's like an oblong shape, so you can really just pack on shadows. It's actually a really nice brush. But these are my two most used brushes. Okay, then this one is from e.l.f. The writing has completely rubbed off, but it says eye crease brush. I'm just reading off the indentations. I didn't even realize it was there, but it's like the smaller one. I have 2 of these, like 2 different sizes, but this is like the smaller one. It's really nice to just add definition. And then I have my flat brush to pack on shadows just around my lid. This is AOA Studios E123 brush. It's a really nice brush. And then this one for smudging my liner. This is the AOA Studio E148 brush. And this is actually one of their newer ones. I mean, I just use it for my black eyeliner, so that's why it looks black. Next up are like my eye liney products. So first is my brow pencil. This is the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in Java. And let me actually check to make sure I have enough. Okay, good, we're good. I was like, I don't want to get to trip, and then I realized I'm gonna run out soon. And then my top 2 eyeliners right now are the Maybelline New York Tattoo Studio Automatic Gel Pencil in Pitch Black. This one's so beautiful for smudging, and I honestly like to do more smudged eyeliner than like full-on defined wings. So this one is just like my go-to, and I use this in my waterline, and it works pretty well. I don't find that it like seeps down underneath, like it stays put, which I'm very happy about. And then my favorite liner right now for when I do want the sharp edge is the By Terry Line Black Star. It's Polyline Black Star. That makes sense. This entire time I've just been spelling it because I have no idea how to say this. It's spelled Ligne Black Star. If you know how to say that, please let me know, because I spell it every time and I don't want to just sound like an idiot, but it might just be Line Black Star. Anyways, I love this because it's literally like a marker tip, but it's nice in like a rich black. Like, I don't like it when tips are too flimsy and it's a little bit harder to work with, but like I just stamp it on like as I go along my eye, and it just works really, really well. And next up are my tweezers. It says Poppy and Ivy Beauty. I just grabbed this from the beauty supply store, I think. I've had this for ages. It's a solid tweezer. I mainly use it just to apply my lash glue. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It works. Okay, next up are my lip liners. I did have to really think about these because I want a good variety, but because like I also chose my lipstick kind of like to coordinate with that. But I have, let's see, I guess I'll go by brand, but I have 3 of the Maybelline lifter liners. These are just amazing long wear lip liners, and these actually these are the most longest lasting lip liners that I've tried, and they're affordable. So this is the shade Big Lift. This is like your lips but better pink shade. It's so pretty, especially for like my brown skin girlies, like olive skin tones. You have to try this out. I can promise you this is like a gem. I feel like I don't see very many brown girls talk about the shade. It's a gem, trust me, especially because the coverage of this. Like, you know, if you have like an uneven lip line, this actually is like just covers that. Like it smooths everything out. It's a beautiful formula. You just want to make sure these dry down first before you apply anything else, but this lasts. It's really nice. And then the shade on it, this is the perfect like 90s cool brown shade, again for my brown glows. But like if you're light to medium, this would work for you as like a cool brown like 90s shade. It might be a little too light for deeper tones, but this one, another hidden gem. And then I have the shade Let's Bounce. This one's just like a deeper brown shade. Yeah, I need to sharpen all of these. I have a sharpener in here too. I forgot to mention. It's just from e.l.f. I think it's literally like $2. It works. It has two sizes. I mean, I only need to use this one, but don't forget your little tools like that, because it stink if you're trying to put on like, I think all of these need to be sharpened. See? Yeah, don't forget your sharpener, guys. Okay, and then the next ones I have two from Morphe. I have the shade Spiffy and Makeup Talk. Makeup Talk is a nice like pinky brown shade, and it's like my go-to shade just to wear in general, like for my like natural lip looks, this one. And then if I want like a cooler, like slightly deeper brown, more brown tone of that, I have the shade Spiffy. Gorgeous. Morphe does brown lip liners really nicely, so check them out. And then I have the Italia Deluxe lip liner in the shade Auburn. This one's like a nice red tone for if I do want to do a red lip. And I don't have red lipstick, but I can just put this all over my lips and just use like a lighter lipstick that I've chosen here for the inner part and just kind of blend it out. Now in my makeup case, I have two lipsticks. This one is from Huda Beauty. It's the Power Bullet Cream Glow Cream Lipstick in Buttercup. I was looking for a nice like Kim K W type of like concealer lipstick, and this is a gorgeous one. I feel like I haven't heard very many people talk about this one, but this is like so nice. It's so pigmented and it's just so soft. Like it's soft and it has a really nice sheen to it. I don't know about longevity. I did try this out like twice now. I didn't keep track of it because I like eat almost immediately after, but it's a really nice one. I really like this one. I also like the shade Habibi, and I actually swatched that in Sephora, but they didn't have it in stock. So if I do pass by a Sephora, I will be stopping by to buy Habibi and like maybe a couple more. Let's see. But I have a nice brown lipstick, and this one is Truth Be Untold from MAC. I love my like cool brown lipsticks, and I do have this specific look in mind that I want to do with this lipstick. So it's a fantastic one to keep on hand. I do have two lip products in my purse I will be carrying around like right with me. So not in the case, but this is just like a go-to lip combo for this trip, I guess. But this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Lip Liner in the shade Cappuccino. It's gorgeous. And I feel like this is slightly different from a lot of the other brown lip liners on the market because it has like such a slight purple tone to it. It's not like a berry lip liner at all, but it's a cooler brown lip liner, but because it has like a slight hint of that purple, it just feels different. This is supposed to be like, the formula is supposed to be very similar to the Victoria Beckham lip liners, and I've been wanting to try that, but I haven't come across that. I actually don't know where they even sell it. I think that's the problem. I need to figure out where they sell it because I do want to swatch them first because they are kind of expensive. But I really want to try Victoria Beckham Beauty's stuff. So, but this is apparently supposed to be a formula dupe of that. So if anybody knows, let me know, because this one is I think like $8 and it's fantastic. And then this lip gloss I love. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss, and this is in the shade Nudie. I just picked this up the other day, and it's like the perfect, again, like concealer KKW like shade. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh. And it's like, it's really hard to find something that doesn't look too pink, and this is just the perfect one. I was swatching a lot of these like crazy, and they did come out with newer shades. I don't know if this is one of the new ones, but check out the shade Nudie if you're looking for like a nice nude that doesn't look orange on the lips either. Like if you're olive tone and you have a problem finding something that's like actually nude, like not too pink, not too orange, try this one out because it's like actually a nude shade. That's all I have in my makeup case for this upcoming trip. And I feel like this will give me a lot of variety of different looks. And I love having options because I do plan just having a lot of fun looks. So stay tuned for all of that. I'll be posting those hopefully. Hopefully I can record everything so you guys can see. But usually if it's not on TikTok, I will post it on, if it's not on YouTube, I will post it on my TikTok and Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, I will be posting more content there, especially as I travel, and like even like my makeup updates, because I will be testing out a lot of long wear, not just products, but like techniques and methods to just show you how things look if you try different things out. If that makes sense. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite go-to like travel makeup products are, because I'm always on the hunt for things that are like, you know, compact, but like so well worth the space it takes up in this bag. But let me know your thoughts, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon.